Okay, so good morning to all of you and welcome back to the GDC English classes, guys. And here we have another model paper of NIPER JE 2026 that we have for you guys. And that is the NIPER model paper third to be precise. Okay, so I hope your preparation is going well. Yeah, anybody's here? Just give me a hi. Just give me a hi. Anybody's here or not? Good morning, Isu DJ. Okay, good morning, good morning. How are you, Sam? How are you, Sam? Yesterday we didn't have that class. Alternative day we'll be having our class for the explanation. Okay. Alternate days we'll be having the explanations. Okay. Chalo guys. Shall we start now? Yeah. Okay. Chalo. Let's start with this session. Hana, where we have the model paper three for all of you guys. Hana. And let's start with this one, pharmacology as well as allied subjects. The first question that we have, that's your. Yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Distribution. Okay. Now that's your first question that we have. Okay, Kandula Manisha. Good morning. Good morning, Manisha. Okay. So here we have Interon A is the trade name of. Okay. Interon A. Is it your growth hormone, hepatitis B vaccine, factor 8 or DNAs? What's that? Interon A, guys. Tell me in the comment section. What's the correct answer of this question? Yeah. Interon A is the trade name of growth hormone, hepatitis B vaccine, factor 8 or DNAs. Yeah. Chalo, come on, tell me. What's the correct answer over here? Yeah. Enteron A is also a trade name of hepatitis B vaccine. Okay. Hepatitis B vaccine, and that is given through IM route. Okay. You have to remember this one. Vaccines are generally given through IND, intradermal, but this hepatitis vaccine is going to be delivered by this IM route. Okay. Hepatitis B vaccine. All right. Chalo. It's B, hepatitis B vaccine. All right. Chalo. Let's go ahead now. Why cypionate is developed as a prodrug of estradiol? Cypionate, guys. Okay, cypionate is developed as a prodrug of estradiol. Okay, what's the objective of developing a prodrug? Yeah, that's a simple question. Is it your corneal penetration, urinary tract delivery for long duration, or for water soluble? What's that? Prodrug. Prodrug is generally considered to be as an objective if you wanna increase the duration of action of that particular drug. That's why estradiol ka prodrug is your cypionate, and the ईजू डीजे एस्ट्राडायोल का वर्क कब से कॉर्नियल पेनिट्रेशन होने लगा? हाँ? From which generation of the century this estradiol having the action onto the corneal penetration? Yes, it is only for the long duration of action. Now, prodrug. Why prodrug? Because that prodrug is going to metabolize, and that metabolized active metabolite will be having pharmacological action. That is for the longer duration of action, right? So C is going to be the correct answer. Now, this one main purpose of phase 1 metabolism. Is it your functional group demasking, functional group masking, functional group addition, or functional group substitution? What's that? Chalo, tell me first. This is easy one. This is easy question. है ना? Main purpose of phase 1 metabolism. That is your having phase 1 metabolism. That's your oxidation, right? Oxidation as well as reduction. You know, reduction, and then we do have um, cyclization, cyclization, है ना? Or decyclization. Right? These are your what? Phase 1 metabolism reaction. What is the main purpose? What they do actually? They obviously going to do functional group demasking to increase the polarity. To increase the polarity, okay, of the particular compound. That is why A is going to be your correct answer. Yeah? Chalo. Which of the following is a tethered agonist? Which of the following is a tethered agonist? Yeah? Tethered agonist. Tethered agonist is that one of the agonists which fits exactly fits exactly into the receptor. Fits exactly into the receptor. So which one is a tethered agonist to be precise over here? Is it your nicotine, GABA, acetylcholine, or gonadotropin? What's that? Yeah, this is your acetylcholine, guys. Acetylcholine is considered to be as your tethered agonist. Okay. Now this one. Which of the following is a plasminogen activator? Okay, plasminogen activator. Is it your tranexamic acid, urokinase, dipyridamole, or epsiximab? Anyone? Anyone here who can answer this question? Yeah, 8 peoples are here, but still only 1 or 2 are active. Yeah, chalo, chalo, come on. Tell me the answer of this one. Yeah, what's that? Plasminogen activator. Plasminogen activator is for the fibrinolytic activity. Yeah, so that's your urokinase is going to be your correct answer. Simple. Urokinase, streptokinase, LT plus. These are all your urokinase. Plasminogen activator. Okay, so this one. Dopamine beta hydroxylase is an enzyme involved in the conversion of dopamine to which thing? Is it your epinephrine? That's your adrenaline. Norepinephrine? That's your noradrenaline. Anna? Noradrenaline. Or N-methyl norepinephrine or levodopa. So what happens when the dopamine comes across into the synaptic storage, yeah, storage vesicle? Then what happens? This dopamine gets converted into the noradrenaline in the presence of beta hydroxylase. Dopamine beta hydroxylase. Okay, dopamine beta hydroxylase. All right, sure. Now, antibody that crosses the placenta, IgA, IgE, IgG, or IgM. What's that? Antibody that crosses the placenta, guys. Placenta is just like a guard, It is just like a guard, right? So G for guard and G for IgG, right? IgG. Now, anti-epileptic drug carbamazepine acts as, okay, anti-epileptic drug. So all the anti-epileptic drugs will be acting onto the sodium channel, glutamate receptor, GABA receptor, right? All these kinds of things. So calcium channel blocker, no. There is one drug, if you remember, 𝙂𝙋𝘼𝙏. Yeah, T-type calcium channel blocker. T-type calcium channel blocker. That is your 𝙂𝙋𝘼𝙏, right? 𝙂𝙋𝘼𝙏 is your T-type calcium channel blocker. Sodium channel blocker, yes. Sodium channel blocker is your carbamazepine. Exactly. है ना? Good, 𝘂𝙋𝘼𝙏. Lakshman, funny gadda. It's not C, it's B, champ. It's B, sodium channel blocker. Okay? Chalo. Creatinine clearance is used to measure what? Creatinine clearance for tubular secretion, glomerular filtration, passive renal absorption, or renal blood flow. Chalo, come on. Come on. Simple most question you can expect from here. Simple most question, guys. Chalo, come on, fast. Creatinine clearance is used to measure. Creatinine, inulin, if you remember. Inulin. Chalo, come on. Do answer fast, guys. This is the most easiest question you can ever ask over here. It's your glomerular filtration. Very simple question, right? Creatinine and glomerular filtration. Whenever you make your KFT, right? Kidney function test. Kidney function test, obviously you'll be seeing as creatinine over there. Creatinine, urea. Hai. So creatinine is a marker, biomarker for used to check the clearance of the kidney. Okay, so that's your glomerular filtration rate. Okay, and what is the glomerular filtration rate? Glomerular filtration is going to be about 120 per 120 ml per minute. That is your glomerular filtration. Okay. Now this one. Levodopa is essential in Parkinsonism treatment because it can cross biological membrane, cannot cross biological membrane, can cross blood-brain barrier, cannot cross blood-brain barrier. Shall tell me. Simple most question is this also. Yeah, levodopa has the lipid solubility, right? It has lipid solubility, and that's why it cross can cross triple B over here, right? So C is going to be your correct answer. Simple. And once it gets administered into blood-brain barrier, then it will be showing what? Then it will be giving the dopamine. Okay. Chalo. Which part of the brain regulate the balance of our body? Okay, balance of our body. Cerebrum, cerebellum, hypothalamus, or medulla oblongata. Chalo. Sukanya. Yes, exactly. C was the correct answer. 𝘎𝙬𝙎. Yes. Hara? Which part of the brain regulate the balance of our body? Balance. Bell. 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 See. Bell and bell. So cerebellum. Cerebellum is going to be your correct answer. In the glaucoma, latanoprost acts by, yeah. In the glaucoma, latanoprost acts by membrane stabilizing effect, retinal neuronal protecting effect, decrease in the production of aqueous humor, or increase uvoscleral outflow. See guys, latanoprost. Can you tell me the trick to remember this, sir, please? Which thing? Which thing? I just told you cerebellum, cerebellum, BAL and BEL. Yeah. Latanoprost. Latanoprost is your what? PGF2 alpha analog, right? PGF2 alpha analog. Latanoprost, bimatoprost, right? Travoprost. All the prost ones are your PGF2 alpha and they act by uvoscleral outflow. They are not acting towards the trabecular outflow. They will be acting out towards the uvoscleral outflow. Also, if I talk about over here, Hana, also if I talk about over here, then these PGF2 alpha are the drug of choice for open angle glaucoma. Open angle glaucoma. Okay. After that, if I talk about close angle glaucoma, so close angle glaucoma, we do have carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. Carbonic anhydrase inhibitor, that is your acetazolamide, if you remember. Acetazolamide. Okay. So this is, you have to remember. Now this one, drug causes postural hypertension. Postural hypertension. I don't know how many times they have asked. Drug causes postural hypertension. Prazosin, captopril, clonidine, or atenolol. What's that? What's that? 9 people are here, but only 2 responding. Huh? Arey, show up, guys. Show up. Let me also know, na, ki how many people are there who are actually over here, right? Just comment the question, comment the answer. It doesn't matter if you get wrong. You will get to learn more. है ना? Chalo. Drug causing postural hypertension. That is what? Prazosin. Exactly. Prazosin is going to be your correct answer. Also, you can say like orthostatic hypotension. Orthostatic hypotension. Or you can say clonidine can also cause postural hypertension, by the way. Okay, now this one. Bromocriptine acts as is your inhibits prolactin release, inhibits adrenaline release, inhibits insulin release, or inhibit thyroid synthesis. Chalo batao. Bromocriptine is nothing but the dopamine analog. Dopamine analog, right? And you know that dopamine is inversely proportional to prolactin, right? And dopamine is directly proportional to growth hormone, right? Growth hormone. So here they didn't ask about anything about growth hormone. They only asked about prolactin. So inhibits the prolactin release. Obviously, if you increase the dopamine levels by giving bromocriptine, okay, bromocriptine is a dopamine analog. So obviously, it is going to increase the dopamine, and after that, prolactin level is going to be decreased down to inhibits the prolactin level. Okay, so Kanya and 𝘎𝙬𝙎. Yeah, correct. Now, mechanism of action of the Wiedel-Bose. Mechanism of action of Wiedel-Bose, is it your beta galactidase inhibitor, beta lactase inhibitor, alpha glucosidase inhibitor, or beta glucosidase inhibitor? Simple most question. है ना? In your GPAT, apart from 𝘎𝙀𝙎 they have asked acarbose. Yeah, they have asked acarbose. The mechanism of action of the acarbose is what? Beta-galactosidase inhibitor, beta-lactamase, sorry. Alpha-glucosidase, yes, exactly. Alpha-glucosidase inhibitor. These are your acarbose as well as 𝘎𝙀𝙎, correct? Okay. Which is not the following action of adrenaline? Okay. Adrenaline. Out of which these four options, adrenaline, what doesn't do? Decrease blood pressure? Obviously, adrenaline is always going to increase the blood pressure. Adrenaline enlarging the pupil of the eye? Yeah, mydriasis will be taking place, right? Redistributing blood to the muscles, yes. Increase the blood sugar, yes. That is what? Adrenaline, decreasing down the blood pressure. This is not the action of adrenaline. Okay. Now, anti-emetic effect of issue. DJ, what are you doing, huh? It's so simple question, but still you did wrong, huh? Anti-emetic effect of metoclopramide is mainly due to 5-HT3 antagonist, no. T2 antagonist, yes. M3 antagonist, no. 5-HT4 antagonist, yeah. Metoclopramide do have 5-HT4 agonistic activity, but they have asked mainly, right? So mainly they do have D2 antagonistic activity as well. Okay, 5-HT3 antagonist. What's the name of 5-HT3 antagonist, guys? Tell me. Tell me. What is the name of 5-HT3 antagonist? Can you guys tell me that? Name of 5-HT3 antagonist. Yeah? Anyone? Ondansetron, exactly. Ondansetron. Is it your antiemetic drug? D2 antagonist, you do have clozapine also. Hana? We do have metoclopramide also, right? That we have discussed. M3 antagonist, we don't have it as such. Enough. 5-HT4 antagonist, these we do have. Cisapride, Mosapride, Renzapride. These are your 5-HT4 and agonist to be precise. Okay. Now, mechanism of action of the aspirin as antiplatelet drug is its inhibitory action of what? Prostacyclins, thromboxane A2, PGF2 alpha, or phospholipase C. Yeah. What's that? Mechanism of action of aspirin I'm talking about. Aspirin as antiplatelet drug is its inhibitory action. Okay. Since you know aspirin is your antiplatelet action. It has, right? But how it do have antiplatelet action? Just because it has an inhibitory action onto the thromboxane A2, right? TXA2, which is responsible for platelet aggregation. Platelet aggregation. Yeah, platelet aggregation के लिए it is going to be responsible. That's why thromboxane A2 is going to be inhibited, right? Chalo, which of the following drugs is B lymphocyte depletion used in rheumatoid arthritis, guys? B cell. B lymphocyte depletion. Is it your rituximab, anakinra, abatacept, or infliximab? What's that? Yeah, rituximab, anakinra, abatacept, or infliximab. Anyone? Anyone? Tell me the answer over here. Yeah, tell me the answer over here. What's the correct answer? Which of the following drug is B lymphocyte depletion used in rheumatoid arthritis? That's what I'm asking. Simple, yeah. Beta cell depleter, that is your rituximab as well as trastuzumab, right? Rituximab as well as trastuzumab. Obviously, rituximab is going to be correct answer. Anakinra is your IL-1, interleukin 1. Anna, infliximab also, infliximab it's your 10 TNF alpha inhibitor. Abtacept is also, you can say IL-2, I think. Anna, this is going to be one. Chalo. Now, which tetracycline is used in leprosy? Okay, leprosy they are asking. Leprosy is also known as Hansen disease, right? Hansen's Busy. Doxycycline, minocycline, oxycycline, or demeclocycline. What's that? What's that? Doxycycline, minocycline, oxycycline, or demeclocycline. Used in leprosy, guys. Leprosy में we do have minocycline. Okay. Chalo. Intravenous fast-acting general anesthetic drug is what? Fentanyl, ketamine, midazolam, or propofol. Fentanyl, ketamine, midazolam, or propofol. We do have over here. Propofol is going to be a correct answer. Whereas if I talk about ketamine, then this is your dissociative anesthesia. Dissociative anesthesia. Okay, the ketamine is going to be a correct answer. The ketamine for dissociative anesthesia, but propofol is for your intravenous fast-acting anesthesia. Okay. Now, which of the following beta-lactamase inhibitor is called as suicide inhibitor? Clavulanic acid, sulbactam, tazobactam, or all of the above? Yeah, come on. So suicide inhibitor, that's suicide inhibitor, that suicide inhibitor we do have, which are going to protect the main beta-lactam ring, which is going to be protect beta-lactam ring over here, right? And that is why this clavulanic acid, remember amoxiclavulanic 625 mg, right? The clavulanic acid, sulbactam, sultamicillin, if I remember, sultamicillin. Sultamicillin mein we do have sulbactam plus ampicillin as a combination, right? And tazobactam plus this is your all of the above is going to be your correct answer. Right? Oh, no. This is wrong. This is wrong. All of the above is going to be correct answer. Okay. Now this one. Which of the following is life-saving hormone and secreted from? Life-saving hormone. Okay. Is it your epinephrine from adrenal gland? Okay. Insulin from pituitary. Estrogen and pineal. What's that? Melatonin and thyroid. Chalo, tell me. Simple, obviously. Adrenaline is going to be released from the adrenal gland. Okay, epinephrine. Chalo. Which of the following immunosuppressants is derived from macrolide antibiotic? Okay. Macrolide antibiotic. Is it your cyclosporin, anakinra, basilicimab, or everolimus? Yeah, that's your macrolide antibiotics. If you remember, macrolide antibiotic is just like erythromycin, right? Erythromycin, gentamicin, right? Remember these drugs? These drugs are your macrolide antibiotics. So is it have cyclosporin, anakinra, basilicimab, or everolimus? That is your everolimus, right? Just like tacrolimus. Tacrolimus, we do have everolimus as well. Okay, shalom. Now, which blood cells secrete antibody? Which blood cell secretes antibody? Is it your eosinophils, monocytes, lymphocytes, or neutrophils, guys? Which blood cell secretes antibody? Simple most question over here. Simple most question. Eosinophils, monocytes, lymphocytes, and neutrophils. Yeah, this is your lymphocyte, guys. Remember B lymphocyte, as well as T lymphocyte, sorry. Yeah, T lymphocyte, right? This is going to be your correct answer, right? Now, formula of therapeutic index. Formula of therapeutic index, case. Formula of therapeutic index is your LD50 upon ED50. ED50 upon LD50. LD50 is equal to ED50. LD50 into ED50. What's that? Yeah, we have remember that therapeutic index is equals to L upon E. That is your LD50 upon ED50, right? So LD50 upon ED50 is going to be your correct answer over there. Yeah, simple. Now, heparin activates following factors except, okay, heparin activates following factors except 7A, 9A, 10A, or 2A. Chalo. Tell me. Heparin activates following factors except I am asking. Yeah, come on. This is your 7A, guys. Okay. 7A is going to be your correct answer. Now, drug used in the treatment of bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder means sometimes you are very happy, sometimes you are very sad, right? So, use in the treatment of bipolar disorder, I am asking. So, is it your calcium, magnesium, lithium, or potassium? Yeah, come on, fast. This is so you can answer, na? This is you can answer, right? Yes, drug used in the treatment of bipolar disorder. Is it your calcium, magnesium, lithium, or potassium? Very good. 𝘂𝙬𝙎 and 𝘂𝙬𝙎𝘾𝙬. Okay, yeah. C is going to be your correct answer. Okay, now this one. 1,000 mg of drug injected by IV produce steady state plasma concentration of 50 mg per mg. Find the correct volume of distribution. Correct volume of distribution. Just simple. 1,000 mg you have given. 1,000 mg you have given, and plasma concentration is your 50, 15, 20. The 20 liters is going to be your correct answer, right? 20 liters. Simple. Now this one. Loop diuretics such as furosemide acts by. Loop diuretics such as furosemide, torsemide, bumetanide. These are acts by decreasing the tubular reabsorption of sodium and increase GFR, decreasing H plus secretion with resultant increase in sodium and potassium excretion, inhibiting sodium potassium 2 chloride. This is chloride, not C1. Okay. 2 chloride co-transporter in the medullary thick ascending limb. Or D, inhibiting sodium potassium exchange in the collecting duct. Yeah, what's that? So this is your C, right? Very good. Hridaya as well as 𝘂𝙬𝙎. Yes, very good. Sodium potassium 2 chloride co-transporter mein they're going to inhibit that. Okay. Now, which of the following is not a transport mechanism? Simple. Active transport, passive transport, co-transport, or dissolution. What's that? What's that, guys? Which of the following is not a transport mechanism? Active transport, passive transport, co-transport, or dissolution? You can answer that. That is definitely your dissolution, right? Dissolution is going to be your correct answer. So this is your 20 days, 20 model paper, guys. I hope you are doing it very well. And there is a batch code only. There is a batch code only, that is your NIPER 26, and you can enter into that and you can enroll yourself into that batch. Okay. Sure. Now, H1 antihistaminic having best topical activity. Okay, topical activity. Is it your loratadine, cetirizine, astamizole, or azelastine? Yeah, loratadine, cetirizine, astamizole, or azelastine. This is going to be your azelastine, guys. Azelastine, yeah. Ones are beneficially used to be as a topical activity. Now, studies on aging can be performed in. Studies on aging can be performed in diabetes, CAT, pigeon, or dog. Yeah, aging, if I talk about. So that is your Felis catus, that is your cat. Now let's talk about the pharmaceutical jurisprudence over here. And here we have Indian Pharmacopoeia is published by which organization is responsible to publish the Indian Pharmacopoeia? Pharmacopoeia Commission of India, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, MHRD, or State Health Department. Chalo, tell me this one. Yeah, Indian Pharmacopoeia is published by this one. It is your Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, guys. It's not Pharmacopoeia. Ibuprofen is drug belonging to which schedule? Ibuprofen, that is your prescription drug, right? That is your prescription drug, ibuprofen. So it is belonging to which one? Schedule H, X, G, or N? Obviously, schedule H is going to be your correct answer. X1 is your narcotic one. G is for the drugs which is to be sold under the um, medical supervision, right? Medical supervision, right? If I talk about schedule N, then schedule N is your minimum requirement to run a new pharmacy. That is your schedule N. Okay, so H is going to be correct answer. Now, the 600 series in the chapter 1 of 21 CFR deals in CGMP, cosmetics, biological products, or OTC. 600 series in the chapter of 124 CFR deals with biological products guys. Chalo. Now, for parenteral preparation in glass containers, minimum area required is what? 250 square meters, 400 square meters, 500 square meters, or 150 square meters. What's that? Minimum area to run the parenteral preparation. Parenteral. Yeah. This is your 150 square meters over here. Okay. Chal. Now let's talk about pharmacognosy. Right? Pharmacognosy, that's we have 𝘖𝙁 test. 𝘖𝙁 test is used for examine for datura, cinchona, masaka, or ephedra. 𝘖𝙁, quin, that is your quinine alkaloid, right? Quinine alkaloid. And out of this quinine alkaloid, we do have only cinchona over here. Cinchona, camptothecca. These are quinine alkaloids. Okay. So cinchona is going to be your correct answer. Now, this one. The drug which does not respond to Dragendorf and Mayer's reagent. Camptothecca, cinchona, belladonna, or datura. What's that? Dragendorf as well as Mayer reagent they're not going to respond. Which one is it? Is it your Camptothecca, cinchona, belladonna, or datura? Obviously, it's going to be your Camptothecca. But cinchona also over here, but they have written as answer Camptothecca. Chalo, this one. Chemically, terpenoids. Terpenoids are what? Yes. Terpenoids are what? Is it your 1-methyl 2,3-butadiene, 3-methyl 1,2-butadiene, 2-methyl 1,3-butadiene, or 1-methyl 1,3-butadiene? Butatriene, sorry. Yeah. Terpenoids. Terpenoids. Terpenoids is your 1,3, 2-methyl 1,3-butadiene over here. Okay. Now, in folding of leaves is due to the deficiency of, okay. Folding of leaves, that is done due to the deficiency of which thing? Is it your calcium, magnesium, molybdenum, or boron? Yeah. Calcium, magnesium, molybdenum, or boron. What's that? That is your molybdenum. Okay. Molybdenum. Water insoluble lysergic acid derivatives are water soluble, I'm asking. Water soluble is your argotamine, argocornine, argometrine and blue, argotamine, argocryptine and argometrine or argocornine. What's that, guys? Anyone? That is your argotamine as well as argocorine, and you should know that argotamine is useful in migraine, right? Migraine as well as argometrine. If I talk about that is your just like oxytocin, argotalcolide, and this is your oxytocic as well. Oxytocic as well. Okay, that is your uterine stimulant to be precise. Now, the specific odor of the oil of asafoetida is due to asafoetida. Yeah, odor of the oil of asafoetida is due to sulfur compound, ferulic acid, umbellic acid, or as umbelliferon. What's that? Yeah, sulfur compound, ferulic acid, umbellic acid, or umbelliferon. What's that, guys? That's your sulfur compound. Very good, easy DJ, right? Sulfur compound. Now this one, biochemistry. Okay, so hexaminidase A is deficient in Tay-Sachs disease, Gaucher disease, Niemann-Pick disease, or Fabry disease. What's that? Hexa hexosaminidase A is deficient in Tay-Sachs disease, Gaucher disease, Niemann-Pick disease. That's your Fabry disease. The answer is going to be that is your Tay-Sachs disease over here. Now this one, correct the low ordering of lipoprotein molecules from lowest to the greatest density. Okay, remember density they are asking, right? Density they are asking. Okay, so density may chylomicron is very much lowest, right? Lowest one. Then this is in your ascending order. VLDL, IDL as well as LDL. This is the greater one. But if I talk about in diameter, right? If I talk about diameter, then the whole case is different. Then the whole case is less like big. Then chylomicron has the highest diameter over here. Okay, so remember this one. Chylomicron, VLDL, ILDL as well as LDL. Now this one. All of the following is used for the identification of cholesterol. Cholesterol except 𝙂𝙀𝘼𝙏, Lieberman-Burkhard test, Zalatsky or Rothera test. Yeah, simple most question, and that's your Rothera test only. And you remember that Rothera test is used to be done to identify ketone bodies, right? Ketone bodies in urine. Ketone bodies in urine. That is not for cholesterol. Okay. Now, in which form the lipids are transported into the blood? Is it your chyme, apolipoproteins, lipoproteins, or micelles? Yeah, chyme, apolipoproteins, lipoproteins, or micelles. Lipids are transported into the blood. How? Obviously, that is through lipoprotein. Lipoprotein is just like a plasma protein. Lipoprotein is just like a plasma protein, right? And that's why it is through transported. Lipids are transported through the plasma protein itself. Okay. Now this one. In the biosynthesis of cholesterol, yeah, biosynthesis of the cholesterol, the rate limiting enzyme is what? Mevalonate kinase, HMG coenzyme A synthetase, HMG coenzyme A reductase, or cis-prendyl transferase. है ना? You know, that is your statins. है ना? Statins are the ones which are going to act on one of an enzyme. Is it your mevalonate kinase, HMG coenzyme synthetase, or reductase, or cis-prendyl transferase? Chalo, tell me this one. This one, guys. This is your 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝙬 HMG coenzyme reductase बच्चा है क्या कर रहे हो तुसी that's your C Varadakshmi is right yeah now this one ketone bodies are synthesized in an test for reduction of adipose tissue and Tsiolkovsky reaction yeah liver as well as Rothera test muscles and Sakaguchi test and brain and Pauli test okay ketone bodies are where synthesized ketone bodies, already I told you, just that ketone bodies are detected by the Rothera test, right? Rothera test. And it is synthesized into the liver only. Simple. If you know Rothera only, then it is going to be a correct answer as well. Then also you will be finding the correct answer. That is your B over here, okay? Chalo. Pharmaceutics and allied subject. Now this one. Creditorship. Okay. Creditorship securities which provides funds to the company on loan basis rather than capital basis. Okay, rather base capital basis is called as what? Debentures, shares, preference shares, or equity shares. Yeah, Gerard and yeah, Rothera, exactly. Very good. Yeah, so this is going to be your debentures, guys. Creditorship securities which provides funds to the company on loan basis rather than capital basis. That is your debentures. Okay. Now, if a minor chooses to become a partner, if a minor, okay, below 18, chooses to become a partner after attaining the majority, he will be liable for the debts of the firm from the date of his attaining majority, admission to the benefit of partnership, choice to become partner of the firm 5 years after becoming the partner of the firm. Yeah, this is your choice to become partner of the firm. Okay. Which of the following share investment is more risky during investment? Following share investment is more risky during investment. Is it your equity, preferential, debenture, or none of these? Obviously, this is your equity. Equity is just like a mutual share, guys. है ना? For example, I have own a company, right? So I have 100% equity of myself. For example, there is another partner came, है ना, which has some of the beneficial. So it is my, you can say like my decision, right? That how much amount of equity I have to give to that person. Maybe 10%, maybe 2%, maybe 5%, right? So if there is anyone who do investment in my company, will be holding some, that will be holding some equity as well, right? So that is what equity is going to be very much risky during investment. Good morning, Ishu. Okay. Now, Chamber of Commerce related to Chamber of Commerce is related to production of substance or things, development of new drug, right? Discovery of new things or improvement of business. Chamber of Commerce we are talking about, right? The commerce is all about the accounts, right? Business. So what's that? Obviously, improvement of business is going to be the correct answer. Yeah, sure. Now, this one, Arrhenius equation. Okay, Arrhenius equation. Influence of catalyst on the rate of reaction, influence of solvent on the rate of reaction, influence of temperature on the rate of reaction, or influence of solute on the rate of reaction. Yeah. Arrhenius reaction is very much simple, right? That is what Arrhenius is having the influence of temperature on the rate of reaction only, right? If you, that's the one thing, if you increase, I think, how much? 10 degree. Yeah, if you increase 10 degree or 1 degree, maybe what's that? There is a relation between these two things, right? Temperature as well as reaction. If you increase the temperature by uh, 2 degree, then the rate of reaction is going to be 10 times. That I think so, but you have to confirm this one because I'm not sure about this one. Okay. Chalo. The process of increasing the solubility by the addition of additives is called as. Chalo, simple. How I don't know how many times I have seen this question again and again. Solubilization, co-solvency, hydrotropy, or complexation. Yeah, increasing the solubility they have asked, right? Increasing the solubility by addition of additives. So that is what solubilization, co-solvency, hydrotrophy, or complexation. Complexation, so nothing is going to be happen over here, है because we need chelating agents for that. Hydrotropy, yes, exactly. Hydrotropy is going to be your correct answer. Co-solvency, we do have some alcohol derivatives. Alcohol derivative, that is your ethanol, glycerol, all kind of the substances, chemical substances that we use as a co-solvents. For solubilizations, we need to use surfactants, right? Okay. Okay, now this one. In aerosol 152 is used the name of the propellant what? Monofluorodichloromethane, difluoroethane, trifluoromonochloromethane, or tetrafluorodichloroethane. What's that? 152 guys. 152, that is minus C should be minus 1, then plus 1 to 2, I think so, right? This is minus 1. So plus 1 over here. So C should be 2. C should be 2. That is ethane is going to be correct answer. Ethane and ethane, right? Ethane as well as ethane. Now, this one, fluoro, right? Fluoro should also be like this 2, right? 2 is for F, right? Last digit is for F, fluoro. Fluorine, so difluoro, right? The difluoro as well as ethane is going to be the correct answer. Simple. Difluoroethane is the name of the propellant. Now, HLB value of the oil in water emulsifying agent. Oil in water emulsifying agent. That's your 8 to 16, 3 to 6, 7 to 9, or 13 to 15. Oil in water emulsifying agent. Chalo, simple, very simple. Come on. This is you should know, right? This is you should be knowing this one. Chalo, tell me. This is very easy. Oil in water emulsifying agent. Foaming agent, anti-foaming agent, that is your 1 to 3, 7 to 9, right? Detergent 13 to 15, and S 16 to 20, right? What left? Water in oil is for 2 to 7, right? Water in oil, and oil in water is your this one, 8 to 16. So A is going to be your correct answer. You can learn it through forwards. FWDS, forwards. Anti-foaming, wetting agent, detergent, as well as solubilizing agent. Here you have water in oil, and this after this one we do have oil in water. Okay, so remember this one. 8 to 16. A, correct. Varalakshmi, very nice. Now, amount of moisture content present in hard gelatin capsule. 13 to 16%, 10 to 12%, 15 to 20%, or 3 to 5%. Yeah, tell me. This one, amount of moisture content present in hard gelatin capsule, 13 to 16%, 10 to 12%, 15 to 20% on 3 to 5%. Simple, that is your 13 to 16%. I know how many times they have also asked this question in your GPAT as well as NIPER examination. So be aware of this one as well. Okay. Now, for the good flow of powder, the value of Hausner ratio should be 1 to 1.11, 1.122, 1.18, 1.192, 1.25, 1.26 to 1.34. What's that? Yeah. What's that one? That is your 1.12 to 1.18. It's going to be your good flow of powder. Okay. Now, which of the following is one of broken glass and acts as a fusion agent? Is it your cullet, soda ash, limestone, or sand? Broken glass, I'm asking. Broken glass and acts as a fusion agent. That's your binding. So cullet, soda ash, limestone, or sand? That is your cullet case. Okay. Chalo. Soft gelatin capsule contain more quantity of in comparison to hard gelatin capsule. Okay. Simple most question, guys. Soft gelatin capsule. Why it is soft gelatin? Plasticizer, pigment, diluents, or anti-dusting? Chalo, you should tell me this one. Yeah, you should tell me this one. Very simple question. Very simple question. Yeah, soft gelatin capsule. Yeah, anyone? Very good. That's your Varalakshmi, and plasticizer is going to be your correct answer. Plasticizer is used in more amount in soft gelatin, whereas less amount in hard gelatin capsule. Okay, sure. Machines are used for the micro encapsulation both for solid and liquid, except they are asking. Okay, both solid and liquid, except. So there are two only. Hana? Two only there are. Pan coating, multi orifice centrifugal force, solvent evaporation, spray drying, or spray congealing. What's that? Except they are asking, right? The pan coating is specifically used for only solid. Okay, only solid. The one pan coating. Okay. Now this one, T value is what? Death time, decimal reduction time, percentage death time, or thermal index. Yeah, tell me this one. D value, death time, decimal reduction time, percentage death time, or thermal index value. What's that? That is your decimal reduction time. 10th. है Up to the 10th decimal. Up to 10th decimal. Okay, 10th decimal. That is your decimal reduction time. To increase the viscosity of liquid, which of the following agents are used except they are asking? Okay. Except. To increase the viscosity of liquid, which of the following agents are used? Is it your polyvinyl pyrrolone, methyl cellulose, dimethylacetamide, disodium carboxymethyl cellulose? Yeah, that is going to be your dimethyl acetamide. That is not for used for viscosity of liquid. Examples of anionic surfactant. Okay, anionic surfactant, guys. Anionic surfactant having eight. What's that? Eight, guys. Eight at the end. Remember, it is your eight at the end. Anionic eight at the end, right? Benzyl chloride. That's your cationic. Sodium stearate, yes. Sodium stearate is your cationic one. Lecithin is your neutral surfactant. Neutral surfactant. Okay. So, highly branched globular monodispersed polymeric macromolecules having 3D are known as what? Nanoparticles, liposome, neosomes, or dendrimers. Yeah. Highly branched globular monodispersed polymeric macromolecules having 3D structure are known as nanoparticles, liposomes, neosomes, or dendrimers. Obviously, if I talk about this branches, right? Branched. That's your dendrites only. Remember, dendrites have the branch. This is your branch, right? This is what? Branched, okay, of the dendrimers. That is your dendrimers. The relationship between the vapor pressure and the absolute temperature of a liquid is expressed by 𝙂𝙎𝙎𝙎𝙬 equation, London attraction, van der Waals forces, or orbital overlap. Obviously, this is your 𝙂𝙎𝙎𝙎 equation and very much frequently asked in your NIPER examination. Okay, so remember this one. Vapor pressure as well as absolute temperature. Okay, chalo. Now we have this one. The curve represents a body that's exhibit plastic flow such as material as. Okay, exhibits plastic flow. Plastic flow I'm asking guys. Exhibit plastic flow such as material. The plastic flow is always going to be your having what? Yield value, right? They have yield value and they are also considered to be as your Bingham bodies, right? Bingham bodies. Now, complete separation of oil and aqueous phase in the emulsion is known as. Okay. Complete separation they're asking. Okay. Complete separation. Is it your breaking, creaming, coalescence, or phase inversion? Complete separation of oil and aqueous phases. What's that? Is it your breaking, creaming, or coalescence? Creaming is upward creaming and downward creaming. Upward creaming, upward creaming happens in oil in water. Yeah. Downward creaming happens in water in oil. Yeah. Creaming is reversible. Creaming is reversible. Coalescence is irreversible. Okay. Whereas this breaking is going to be the correct answer over here. Which of the following surfactant are, as detergent is present into the baby shampoo? Okay, baby shampoo. Is it your tween, cationic surfactant, SLS, or amphoteric imidazole substances? Yep. Which of the following surfactant as detergent is present into the baby shampoo? That's for your amphoteric imidazole substances, guys. These are very much present in your baby shampoo. Okay. Chalo. The law which indicates the relationship between solubility of a gas and liquid and a pressure. I don't know how many times they have asked same question. Anna, if I talk about gas and liquid, then this is going to be Henry laws for sure. But if I talk about liquid and liquid, right? If I talk about liquid and liquid, then this is your Raoult's law. Okay? Raoult's law. All right. Lowering of vapor pressure, that is one of a colligative property. Colligative property. Okay, remember this one. Lowering of vapor pressure, which is very much essential in aerosol. Okay? Sure. Biotechnology now. A method used to insert DNA molecules into the cells by using short electrical impulses is known as. Okay, guys. Short electrical impulses. So, which option we do have as an electrical one over here? Which option do we have as an electrical one over here? Yeah, that is nothing but electroporation, right? Electroporation is going to be the correct answer. Simple. Now, which bacteria is used in the production of insulin by genetic engineering? This is very important question. Okay. Which bacteria? They used to ask these kinds of questions by genetic engineering. And insulin, just like vitamin B12 they used to ask. Vitamin B12 they used to ask. Oxytocin they used to ask. Right? So that is what? Saccharomyces, Rhizobium, Escherichia coli, or Mycobacterium. What's that case? Yeah, that is your Escherichia coli only. E. coli for insulin. Okay. So the most effective treatment for genetic disorder in the present time is what? The most effective treatment for genetic disorder. Is it your gene mapping, genetic counseling? There is nothing like that. Gene therapy or cloning. Yeah. Gene mapping is just for the identification purpose. Ana? Diagnosis purpose. Where if I talk about gene therapy, then this is going to be only the one which is very much effective for the treatment of genetic disorder. Okay, so gene therapy, immunology department. If you have seen the immunology department in any hospital, big hospital, PGI, AIMS, or whatever other hospitals are, Medanta, Apollo, right? Max, so we do have gene therapy over there as an immunology department. Okay, sure. Now, enzymes that cleaves nucleic acid within the polynucleotide chain is known to be as what? Exonucleases, sulfate, or endonucleases. Yeah, or phosphodiesterase. Phosphodiesterase doesn't have any kind of thing over here. Hana, see this keyword within. Within means from inside, right? So inside, that is your endo only. The endonuclease, simple. If they have asked from the outside, then it would be exonucleases. Okay, chalo. Now, restriction enzymes are used in genetic engineering because they what? They can cut DNA at specific base sequence, are proteolytic enzyme which can degrade harmful protein, are nucleases that cut DNA at variable sites, or can join different DNA fragments. Yeah, come on, restriction enzymes. Guys, restriction enzymes. Anyone? That is your can cut DNA at specific base sequence. Yes, exactly. It's that status world. Okay. Shalaja Nakaduru. Okay, Varalakshmi. Very good. Very nice. Hana. Now, very good issue status. Yeah. Okay, now this one. Virus mediated transfer of host DNA from one cell to another is known to be as what? Is known to be as what? Transformation, lysogenic conversion, transduction, or transcription. Transcription, that is nothing but your DNA to RNA. That is what transcription. Reverse transcription, RNA to DNA would be your reverse transcription. Transformation is different thing. Transduction is one of the way where they transfer the DNA, na, over there. Okay, so transduction, conjugation, these are things. Now microbiology. The first antibody to contact invading microorganism what? Yeah, invading microorganism. So M for microorganism and M for IgM. मारपीट हो जाना. मारपीट में सबसे आगे कौन रहेंगे? IgM. है ना? In मारपीट. In Hindi we used to say मारपीट, right? So IgM against the microorganism. IgM is going to be correct answer. है ना? If I talk about IgG, then it is coming from placenta. है ना? And I told you in the starting also that is placenta is just like a guard. है ना? So guard for G for guard and G for IgG. Okay. चलो. Now this one. Correct sequence in gram staining procedure. Correct sequence in gram staining procedure. Is it your crystal violet iodine treatment? Crystal violet. Okay. कॉमा तो लगा दो भाई. Iodine treatment, decolorization or fixation. Decolorization पहले ही हो गया. गजब. Fixation, crystal violet, iodine treatment and decolorization. Okay. Iodine treatment, crystal violet, fixation or decolorization. What's the correct answer, guys? What's the correct answer over here? Crystal violet is your primary dye, right? So obviously A is going to be the correct answer, right? Now this one, diphtheria is caused by Corine bacterium diphtheria, Staphylococcus, Streptococcus, or Neisseria meningitis. Yeah, Neisseria meningitis for your brain, syphilis, right? Streptococcus, Staphylococcus is your natural bacteria as well. Corine bacterium diphtheria, right? Corine bacterium diphtheria is going to caused by this one only, right? Remember, DPT vaccine is also there. Diphtheria pertussis vaccine. Yeah, vaccine is used to prevent this diphtheria. Prevent only. Okay. Vaccine is only for the prevention case. All right. Now, safranin is used as a reagent to detect what? Safranin. Safranin, acid fast bacteria, gram positive bacteria, gram negative bacteria, or mixozoa or goa. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Safranin is used to reagent to detect. Yeah. Safranin. Tell me. Safranin is your gram-negative bacteria. Guys, gram-negative bacteria we used to detect by safranin. Okay. So I think, yeah, this is all about from the all pharma sections except pharmaceutical chemistry, and the respective teachers will be taking their part. From now on, I hope I have made you clear around all the questions over here. And do let me know if there is anything you have doubt. Yeah. Is there anything satisfied with the session of mine till now? Yeah. Satisfied? All right, guys. Okay. This is it from my end. Thank you so much for being there with us for this pharma portion. Now, Akhilesh sir will be taking on for the pharmaceutical chemistry, and then Aditi ma'am for the non-pharma part. All right. Thank you so much. And do like this video. Do like this video for our good reach as well. Yeah. We are doing for you guys. You can do it for us also. Okay. Acid fast for your crystal violet, 𝘂𝙂𝙎𝙬. Okay. Acid fast for your crystal violet. Crystal violet is done for the acid fast. PG said 2025 जल्द जल्द दे करके आएंगे गुरदास मणि कुमार. Okay. Chalo guys, thank you so much. Do like the video. Now Akhilesh sir will be taking on. Bye bye.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, yes, sir. Okay, start. करो. All right. So here we are again with the next model paper. That is model paper number 3 for the NIPER 2026 examinations. So I hope you all are having your presence in the model papers. And this is going to be the third explanation of the model paper. And as you know, like we are having now these model papers conducting in the each and every day, but the explanation portions you are going to have in the alternate days. So model paper 3 we are having for today, and the day after tomorrow we will be having the model paper 4th explanation, that model paper which you will be solving in the tomorrow. So we'll be seeing the explanation of tomorrow's model paper in the day after tomorrow. All right. So let's get started with the pharmaceutical chemistry portion. We are having all the pharma portions completed by the Ďuanshu sir, and now we are having the pharmaceutical chemistry and the allied subjects. All right. So let's get started first with the pharmaceutical chemistry portion. Question number 1. Okay, so pentobarbital is synthesized by treating urea with. Time sufficient? Yes, time is sufficient. All right, so do let me know. Here we are having the first question. Good morning, good morning. Okay, why the strength suddenly decreased? Pentobarbital. So diethyl ethyl 1-methyl butyl. Okay, so it's a malonic acid, malonic ester. Okay, so malonic ester, it means it will be having the malonate. Okay, so all of them are having malonate. Now we are having 1-methyl butyl, 1-methyl butyl isopentyl, that is wrong. 2-methyl butyl, that is also wrong. So 1-methyl butyl and diethyl ethyl. So we are having diethyl ethyl 1-methyl butyl malonate, no methyl methyl. So the correct answer for this question, that is for the pentobarbital, we will be having the A, that is diethyl ethyl. Diethyl ethyl. Now the next question we are having, which of the following is known as the green vitriol? So which is the green vitriol? So ferrous sulfate, that is FeSO4. Now this FeSO4 is known as the green vitriol. This is known as the green vitriol, and this green vitriol will be having what? It is used as an hematinic agent. It is used as an hematinic agent. So copper sulfate, that is CuSO4. This one is what? This one is blue vitriol. This one is called as the blue vitriol. Now magnesium sulfate, MgSO4, saline cathartic osmotic laxative, and also known as what? Epsom salt, bitter salt, also known as bitter salt or Epsom salt. Okay. Now what? Potassium sulfate, used for the limit test of sulfate. So the correct answer for this question, that is the green vitriol, is also known as ferrous sulfate. That is A option. Option A is the right one. Option A is the correct one. Option A is the correct one. Cyclopentadienyl anion. So here we are having cyclopentadienyl anion. Cyclopentadienyl anion. What is the nature of this cyclopentadienyl anion? Is it aromatic, non-aromatic, non-planar, or aliphatic? Now this is a question that we have discussed so many number of times in the Maha-marathons as well as in the different series. So this one is what? So cyclopentadienyl anion is having, it's a cyclic structure. It is a planar one. Alright, it's a planar one, and the conjugation of negative charge sigma pi negative is present. So yes, this is having complete conjugation. This structure is having complete conjugation. Okay, completely conjugated. And now we are having what? We are having 1, 2 and here 3 pairs of pi electrons. So here total we are having 6 pi electrons in conjugation. Now, according to Huckel's rule, if a compound is having conjugation, so the total number of conjugated electrons, if it is equivalent to 4n plus 2, and by finding the value of n from here, if we are getting a whole number, it means this compound will be a aromatic one. So yes, the n value is 1, a whole number, so this structure will be aromatic. This structure will be an aromatic structure. Okay, aromatic one. Now we are having in ethane and cyclohexane. Ethane and cyclohexane. Which one of the following pairs of conformations are more stable? So in the case of ethane, we will be having staggered as a most stable one. Why staggered? Because here the hydrogens are opposite to each other at 60-degree bond dihedral angles. So now in the case of ethane, we are having two extreme conformations, staggered and the eclipsed. Eclipsed the least stable one, staggered the most stable. So the most stable will be staggered in the case of ethane. Staggered, no eclipsed, no eclipsed. Staggered and staggered. And what about the cyclohexane chair or boat? So the stability order for the conformations of cyclohexane, we are having 4 extreme conformations of the cyclohexane, that is chair form, twist boat and half chair. The stability order will be followed like chair, most stable, then we are having twist boat, then boat, and the least stable, that is half chair. So we are having the most stable one as the cyclohexane of the most stable conformation of the cyclohexane, that will be the chair form. So here chair, here boat. No, this is also wrong. Only B option is the right answer. Option B will be the correct one. Option B is the correct one. Option B, staggered for the ethane and chair for the cyclohexane. Cyclohexane. Okay, I'm not getting the answers from you, from your side. Why? Rearrangement of an oxime to an amide in the presence of a strong acid is called as. Now this is a question related to GPAT 2026. The same question. Okay. Rearrangement of an oxime in the presence of an acid to give you what? To give you amide. This is what? This is what? Courteous? No. In the case of courteous, it is a degradation reaction, not a rearrangement kind of reaction. And in this case, we will be having what? Isocyanate intermediate formation. Isocyanate intermediate. Fries rearrangement. Now in this case, phenolic esters are rearranged in the presence of Lewis acid catalyst, that is AlCl3, into what? Phenolic ketone. Phenolic ketones. Beckmann rearrangement. Yes, that is the right answer. What about the sandware? It is used for the benzene diazonium salts. So whenever we are having benzene diazonium salts reacting with copper halides, we will be having halobenzene formations. So that is for the Sandmeyer. So this is also wrong. Right answer will be Beckmann rearrangement. Beckmann rearrangement. Yes, C option is the right one. Which of the following compound is optically active? Which of the following is optically active? It means look at the structures of all the given compounds. Alright, so we are getting only one chiral or asymmetric carbon in the case of A, no asymmetric carbon in these cases. Why? We are having carbon that is having H and OH, but 2 methyl same groups, 3 methyl 3 same groups, 2 methyl same groups. But here in this case we are having carbon, one side it is having hydrogen, on the other side it is having chlorine, and we are having a carboxylic group, and we are having a methyl group. So yes, this carbon is asymmetric. Chiral. So a single chiral carbon containing compound is always optically active. It is having always optical activity. So the A option is the right answer. Which of the following compound shows tautomerism? So the tautomerism, that is what? Desmotropism, also known as desmotropism. Ketoenol tautomerism, ketoenol isomers, and it's a dynamic equilibrium process. HCHO, we must be having at least alpha hydrogens. No alpha hydrogen is present. This is ethane, cannot show. Now we are having CH3CO, CH3 acetone. Yes, in this case we will be having what? So one of the hydrogen moves and we are having enol formation. So this was your keto form. This is your enol form. This is your enol form. Okay, no HCHO. Okay, so C option. Option C is the correct one. Option C is the correct one. Right answer, C option. In the following reaction, X is, so we are having what? We are having cleavage of this carbon-carbon double bond, and we are having oxygen on the both sides. So this can be done by ozonolysis and the acidic cleavage by the, and the cleavage by KMnO4 potassium permanganate. HNO3 is nitration, O2 no, O3 yes, it can be done, and KMnO4. Okay, so we are having both the options. But there is one thing, that is here we are having KOH, and now this KOH is used with the KMnO4, alkaline KMnO4. What about this O3? Why this is not used here? Why? Because in the case of O3 we must be having H2O2 and tetrahydrofuran. So to have ozonolysis we must be having our oxidative ozonolysis here, and for the oxidative ozonolysis we must be having H2O2 and THF. But here we are having what? KOH. So in this case we will be using the KMnO4. But okay, if we are having O3, then here we must be having H2O2 and THF, so that can also be having the same kind of product formations. Following reaction is, this is what? This is having alkene. We are reacting this with H2 and we are getting the alkane. So this will be having what? This can be done by nickel, platinum, palladium or rhodium. These are the catalytic metals that can hydrogenate an unsaturated compound to give you what? To give you a lesser unsaturated or saturated compound. Tisenko's reaction. So this Tisenko reaction is what? This is related to aldehydes. So whenever we are having aldehydes that is having alpha hydrogen or not, it means you can say all the aldehydes when reacted with aluminum ethoxide will be giving you what? Will be giving you ester formation. Ester formation. Okay, so this is related to aldehydes. Ullmann, when alkyl halide reacts with copper, we will be having alkane formations. Wittig reaction, this is for the carbonyl compounds reacting with what? Triphenyl phosphine, that is also known as halide, by betaine intermediate gives you alkene formation. So yes, this reaction is Sabatier-Sandrens reaction. Sabatier-Sandrens reaction, yes, this will be your correct answer. Correct answer. Okay, select the final product of the following reaction. Here we are having what? Sodium or lithium metal in liquid ammonia. So this one is Birch reduction reaction. These are Birch reduction reagents. It means we must be having Birch reduction reaction here in this case. Since this is a aromatic ring, benzene, so Birch reduction is seen in two compounds, aromatic rings as well as in the alkynes. So in the case of aromatic rings, we will be having 1,4-dihydro additions, 1,4-dihydro compound. So this is what we are going to have after reacting this with sodium or lithium metal in liquid ammonia. So this is okay. So A option is correct. No, no, no. So A only is correct. And suppose if you are having the triple bond, then reacting the same with Na or lithium, sodium or lithium in the liquid ammonia, then we will be having trans additions. Let's suppose this is the S, this is S, and the new H that you are actually reacting. Here you are hydrogenating. So one H adds up from this position and one from this. So this gives you always a trans addition. Trans addition of alkyne. Alkyne will be having trans addition of hydrogens. Trans additions. Okay. So A option is the right one for this given question. Okay. So because we are having the aromatic ring. Acetophenone when treated with phenylhydrazine. Okay, so we are having what? Acetophenone. Okay, so we are having the acetophenone. Okay, and we react this acetophenone with phenylhydrazine. It will be giving you indole. Why? Look, here we are having pyrazole 5-member ring. 5-member ring. But indole is having what? A 6-member, that is benzene, as well as fused with a 5-member pyrrole ring. So indole we are going to have for this question. Acetophenone reacting with the phenylhydrazine. Okay. So phenylhydrazine reacts with NH2. This one. Alright, so this is your phenylhydrazine. Reacting with acetophenone will be having indole formation. Gabriel synthesis. We are having 3 kind of Gabriel reaction. One is Gabriel ring closure. One of them is Gabriel ring closure. The other one is what? Robinson Gabriel. And the third one is Gabriel synthesis. Gabriel ring closure is for the aziridine. And Robinson Gabriel is for the pyridine. Oxazole. What about Gabriel synthesis? So this Gabriel synthesis is for the thiazole. So no pyrazole. Imidazole is having Radish-Whiskey synthesis. Oxazole is having 2 reactions. One is Robinson Gabriel. The other one is Blumlein-Levy as well. Okay, Blumlein-Levy. And the thiazole, so yes, thiazole will be synthesized by Gabriel synthesis. Okay, yes, that is correct. Thiazole. The product formed by the reaction of an aldehyde with a primary amine. So we are having an aldehyde and we are having the primary, and suppose we are having R group. Let's take the R group only. So we are having R and the primary amine. Yes, that is correct. NHR. So we will be having what? C double bond NR and left with R, as this is known as what? This is a skiff base. No carboxylic, no aromatic acid, no ketone. We will be getting the skiff base formation. Conversion of furane to pyrrole only can be done. This reaction can be performed only by reacting with the ammonia. You will be having formation of pyrrole. you will be having the formation of pyrrole. So whenever we are having furane reacting with the ammonia, we will be having the formation of pyrrole. Pyrrole is synthesized by this reaction. Compound whose structures differ. Okay, so structures are differing. It means they are structural isomers. Okay, markedly in arrangement of atoms. It means atoms are moving. Okay, ठीक है. But which exist in rapid equilibrium. Equilibrium. Rapid means dynamic. Means this is actually written about the desmotropism. That is also called as what? Tautomerism. So rotamers, that is rotational isomers. Rotational isomers never have change in structures. They are having just conformational changes. Apimers, no. Conformers, no. Yes, we are having tautomers. In all these cases, these all belong to the configurational, where no change in we are having. Okay, just a second. This will be having, all these are stereoisomers. These are stereoisomers. This is only the structural isomers, that is also known as constitutional. Structural isomers, that is also known as constitutional isomers. So yes, D option D is the correct one. Which of the following statement is wrong about SN1 mechanism? It is a first order reaction. So we are asked about the wrong statement. Okay, so this is wrong. It is a first order reaction. Yes, that is correct. It is a first order reaction. It's a unimolecular reaction, and the rate of reaction depends on only on the concentration of substrate. We use polar protic solvent for such kind of reactions, and we are having carbocation intermediate formation in the first step. That is our rate determining step. That is the slowest step of this complete reaction. And one more important point, that is in the SN1 we are having racemization. So product is inverted as well as retention. So both kind of product formation are seen in this case. Depends upon the concentration of nucleophile. No, this is wrong. Why wrong? Concentration of nucleophile reacted. Now this will be depending on rate of reaction only for the case of SN2. And this is a wrong statement, and that is what we have to find out. So B option is wrongly written. This is incorrect, and that is what we have to find out in this given question. N-methyl-aniline. We are having N-methyl-aniline. Okay. So what is this? What is this? So this one is a 2 degree amine. Why? We are having carbon here and the carbon here. So this nitrogen is a 2 degree nitrogen. It means a 2 degree amine. 2 degree amine will be the right answer. Okay, simple question. Which of the following test is used for the analysis of amines? So amines. So we are having 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝑃𝑎𝑠 used for identification of alcohols. What? 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree. 3 degree, 2 degree, 1 degree alcohols. Anhydrous ZnCl2 plus concentrated HCl. Now this is the 𝙂𝙂𝙎 reagent. This is known as the 𝙂𝙂𝙎 reagent. 3 degree gives fastest reaction. 2 degree 5 to 10 minutes, and 1 degree does not react with this. It means 3 degree fastest reaction, 2 degree 5 to 10 minutes, 1 degree no reaction without heating. So this is for the alcohol. We are asked about the amines. What is 𝙂𝙂𝙎? Yes, 𝙂𝙂𝙎, that is benzene sulfonyl chloride. Benzene sulfonyl chloride. So whenever we are having amines reacting with the benzene sulfonyl chloride, we'll be having sulfonamide formations and so this is used for the amine distinguish. 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree amines can be distinguished by this test. 1 degree give fastest reaction, 2 degree a little bit time, and 1 degree do not give 3 degree do not give this reaction. Whereas for the unsaturation tolerance for the aldehyde and ketones. Aldehyde and ketones. So this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. For the amines, we will be having just Hinsberg test. In the 4n plus 2 𝙂𝙋𝑼𝙎 rule, n indicates. So for the 4n plus 2 𝙂𝙋𝑼𝙎 rule, n indicates number of n bonds, number of rings, whole number, fractional number. Whenever we are having 4n plus 2, so this n must be a whole number, complete number, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it must be a complete number. C option is the correct for the 𝙂𝙋𝑼𝙎 rule. C option is the right. Which of the following is a deactivating or meta director group? So deactivating that is minus M, meta, okay, minus M group. Cn is a minus M group, and this decreases the electron density inside the benzene ring, and the incoming electrophile now can have attack only and only on the meta position. So yes, it's a meta directing group. It's a meta directing group. That is correct. Then OC2H5, lone pair of electron on the oxygen must be activating the ring. So it's a plus M group and it's a ortho para director. OH is having lone pairs again. This must be donating. So it's also a plus M, ortho para directing. BR, lone pair. Yes, it's a plus M, ortho para directing. But the net result is deactivating. Why? Because of strong minus I comparing with their plus M. So that is why halogens are having deactivating natures. But for the meta direction, we must be having what? Cn as the right answer. Next question, we are having picric acid. So what is picric acid? 2,4,6-trinitrophenol at the second, fourth and at the sixth. This is your picric acid, that is 2,4,6-trinitrophenol. 2,4,6-trinitrophenol will be the right answer. This is known as the picric acid. Which of the following reaction is used for the synthesis of phenolic aldehydes, that is salicylaldehyde? So if we are having the phenol and we react this phenol with the CHCl3 in presence of NaOH, we must be getting the salicylaldehyde formation. We must be getting the salicylaldehyde formation, that is OH and CHO. This is the salicylaldehyde, and this reaction is known as what? Reimer-Tiemann reaction. Fry's rearrangement, that is rearrangement reaction of phenolic esters. Suppose this O, C double bond O, CH3. By reacting this with AlCl3, we are having a rearrangement kind of phenomena where either this or this, we are having C double bond O CH3 ortho para phenolic ketone will be seen for the Fry. So this is wrong. No, 𝘂𝙬𝑖 is also for the salicylic acid. So that is also incorrect. So only Reimer-Tiemann will be having the right answer. The isomerism in which different arrangement of atoms that can be converted into one another by rotation about a single bond. Just by rotation around a single bond, we must be having different arrangement of the atoms, different isomers. So that is antithesis, and that is E form, and this is for the geometrical. This E is related to the geometrical isomerism, and here the rotations are restricted. So no rotation possible. Rotation is restricted. So we are asked about only by rotation. So here no rotation is possible. Rotation is restricted in this case. Okay, that's it. Configurational isomers. Yes, this is also having the same, like this antizazine, that is E, or 𝙂𝙎𝑖𝑚, that is Z. Okay, here we are having the 𝙂𝙎𝑖𝑚. This is E and Z are geometrical isomers, and the geometrical isomers belong to the category of configurational isomers, and the configurational isomers are unique because they do not have rotation possible. There must be having rotation restricted, frozen rotation or hindered rotations. So this is incorrect, this is incorrect, this is incorrect. Conformational isomers. Yes, the conformational isomers are those kind of isomers that is also known as rotational isomers. By just rotating around a single bond, we can have different conformations. So yes, the right answer will be the conformational isomers. The cis, oh my bad, the syn here. What kind? Okay, it's eclipsed and the staggered forms, or the chair form, boat form, half chair, twist board. All these are a conformational isomer that is possible only by rotation of the bonds. Rotation of the bonds. Ethylene possess. So here we are having ethylene. Sigma pi. Okay. So this one is ethylene. That is known as ethene. Ethylene commonly known as what? Ethene. So we are having what? 1 pi bond. Here 2 pi. That is incorrect. 1 pi. This is also wrong. 1 pi. Now how many sigma bonds are there? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here 2. One of them will be pi. One will be the sigma. So we are having 5 sigma, no 4 sigma. So the correct answer will be D. That is 5 sigma bonds and 1 pi bond. 5 sigma bonds and the 1 pi bond. A catalyst increases the rate of chemical reaction by. So a catalyst will be increasing the rate of reaction by decreasing the activation energy. By decreasing the activation energy. So activation energy, if the activation energy of a reaction is decreased, the rate of reaction must be increased. Rate of reaction must be increased. Okay, all right. So let's get now for the analysis portion. So pharmaceutical analysis we are having. The process of conversion of liquid samples to sample droplets, okay, is called as. So liquid sample is converted into liquid droplets, nebulization technique. Okay, so nebulization, this process is known as what? Nebulization, no spectroscopy. Oh ho ho. A option. A option. Galvanometer is used to measure. Galvanometer will be measuring what? Galvanometer is used to measure the current. It is used to measure the current only. Current only. A option is the right answer. The rotating platinum electrode consists of wire. Okay. It is made up. Oh, which of the following material? Oh my god. I guess the answer is having in the question itself. Platinum electrode. What wire we use? Platinum wire. And this platinum electrode, that is what? This platinum electrode, platinum wire is used for, in general, in the amperometric and the voltammetric titrations. Okay. So the right answer will be platinum wire only. Which of the following has the lowest tissue penetration power? So the lowest tissue penetration power. Now, alpha, beta, X-ray and the gamma. So cut this, cut this. Now the only competition is between alpha or the gamma. Alpha are having what? Alpha is having the least penetration power. Least penetration power, while the gamma are having the most penetration power. Alpha particles are having the highest ionization power. Gamma is having the least ionizations. Alpha is heaviest. Gamma is having negligible mass. Alpha is having what? Least velocity. Gamma is having the highest velocity. Okay. So the least penetration, lowest tissue penetration will be seen for the alpha particles. Alpha particles only. Alpha particles only. Unit of entropy is, so delta S, that is change in entropy, is equal to change in heat of the system. That is, in general, you can write down with the delta H, and by T, that is temperature. So with the change in temperature, with the temperature, what is the change in the heat of the system that you have observed? This is related to the entropy. Now delta S is equals to, what is this? Change in heat. Heat will be joule per mole. Joule per mole. And what is T? That is in Kelvin. That will be in Kelvin. So now write down, here we are having joule per mole upon Kelvin. What is it? Joule, mole inverse, Kelvin inverse. So this will be the unit of entropy. The unit of entropy will be this: joule, mole inverse, Kelvin inverse. Joule, mole inverse, Kelvin inverse. Okay, so here in the C option we are having this: joule, mole inverse, Kelvin inverse. The C option will be the right one. Shift in absorption maximum towards a longer wavelength is called as. So the shift in absorption maximum towards the longer wavelength. Okay, so what is hypochromic? Now hypo and hyperchromic. Hypochromic are just giving us about the intensity ideas. If we are having the hypochromic shift, it means the absorption intensity is less, and hyperchromic, it means the absorption intensity is high. Okay, that's all. And now we are having what? Bathochromic and the hypsochromic. What is this? This bathochromic shift, that is also called as the red shift. That is also known as the red shift. And what about this hypsochromic? This is known as the blue shift. Blue shift. Now, if the wavelength is larger for the red, it means that will be the bathochromic shift. So increased in absorption, maximum towards longer wavelength. Towards longer wavelength, this is known as the bathochromic, and if that is increased towards the shorter wavelength, that will be for the hypsochromic, that is blue shift. Okay, so here the longer wavelength will be for the bathochromic, that is also known as the red shift. A option will be the correct answer. The reason 15 mu to 200 mu is called as, all right, so far IR, shorter IR, IR and the near IR. Okay, so these all are IR regions. So first of all, delete this. A, B or D, all are IR regions. Now 15 mu to 200, shorter, near and far IR. Near IR is valued from 0.8 to 2.5 mu. This is for the near IR. Shorter IR, I guess it is related to 15, something around this range. And what about far IR? This is 15 mu to 200 mu. Okay, so this region will be for the far IR. Far IR. Okay, the distance between the two atoms increases or decreases, but the atom remains the same bond axis. What is this? Bending. Bending is related to change in bond angles. Okay, so here actually we are having change in bond angles. Okay, so this is not directly related here. Rocking and stretching and twisting. Okay, so now if we are having no change in the bond axis but only increase or decrease in the distance between atoms, now this is called as the stretching. This kind of phenomena is the stretching. This one is stretching only. Okay, so C option will be the right answer. In NMR spectroscopy, the reference compound is taken as TMS, that is tetramethylsilane. Tetramethylsilane, TMS, the most easiest question of today's model paper. Tetramethylsilane in the A option only. NMR, TMS. The graph in polarography is drawn between. So the graph of the polarography is drawn between what? Current and voltage. Current and the voltage. Current and the voltage. Okay, A option, that is for the polarography. Polarography, all right. So this is all from my side of the pharmaceutical chemistry portion. Now Aditi ma'am will be continuing this session, and now she will be taking all your non-pharma portions, the aptitude, the GKGS and the reasoning portions as well, and the English. So that's all from my side, from the pharma portion, from the pharmaceutical chemistry portion. Now thank you so much everyone. Now the next model paper we'll be having, that will be day after tomorrow. So let's meet in that model paper. Okay, all right, thank you so much, thank you all.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. So let's start our non-pharma session where we will study GK, reasoning, English and aptitude. So let's start without wasting our time. Okay, so if we see question number 1 from the reasoning. Okay, so question number 1 is 117, that from the given options select the letter cluster that can replace the question mark as the following series. So series is given, you have to replace the question mark with a suitable answer. Okay, so you have 4 options, that is SUW, VUT, OPQ and TUV. So you have to replace the question mark with the correct one. Okay, ZAB, DEF, HIJ and OP. Now in place of question mark, write the suitable answer. So what is the correct answer? Anyone? You see that, sorry, pen, okay. So Z, D, then D, H, then H, N. It means after 4, after 4, D option, that is TUV, TUV, yes, plus 4. Then 𝙂𝙎𝘾𝙬𝘾, that is plus 6. Then plus 6. So option number D is correct, TUV. Very good. Option number D is correct. Now move to the next question. That is, 4 letters clusters have been given, out of the which 3 are alike in some manners and 1 is different. So there are 4 options. 1 is different and 3 are similar. So you have to find the odd one. XYZ, RST, MNO, MNO, GHI. So the odd one is option C, that is MNQ. That is MNQ. Yes, option C is correct. Let's move to the next question, that is question number 119. In a certain code language, education is written as 92. Okay, in some code language, education is written as 92. How will you knowledge be written in that language? So what is the answer? So the 4 option you have, that is 101, 93, 100 and 96. So what is the correct one? If you see education, that EDUCATION, education. So E place in 5th number, plus D, ABCD, that is in 4, U is in what? That is 21, and C is in ABC, that is 3rd place, and A is in 1st, and T is in 20, then I, that is 9, then 15, then 14, and you will get 92. So the correct answer for knowledge is what? What? So you will add the places where these letters put, that is knowledge, KNOWLEDGE. Then you will get your answer. So what is the answer? So knowledge, K is in 11th position, plus N is in what position? That is 14. O is in 15. W is in 23. Then 12. Then E is in 5th, plus 4, plus G, that is 7, then plus E, that is 5. So when you will add all these numbers, you will get your answer. So the answer is what? That is 96. So the option number D is correct. Option D is correct. That is 96. Next, question number 120. 4 word pairs have been given, out of which 3 are alike in some manners and 1 is different. Select the odd one. So you have to select the odd one from the given 4 options. So the correct answer is what? You have 4 options, that is Jainism, Mahavir, Humayun Mughals, Buddhism, Gautam Buddha, and Sikhism, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So the correct answer is what? Anyone? Jainism Mahavir, Humayun Mughal, Buddhism Gautam Buddha, and Sikhism Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Yes, option B is correct. Humayun Mughal. Why? Because Jainism Mahavir is the founder of which Jainism, Gautam Buddha is the founder of Buddhism, and Guru Nanak Dev Ji is the founder of Sikhism. And Humayun was a Mughal emperor, not a founder of a religion. Okay, now move to the next question. From the given option, select the option that can replace the question mark in the following series, that is 2A2, 4E6, 8I10, 14O16. Now the next number is what? If you see 2, 4, 8, 14, that is plus 2 plus 4 plus what? 6. Then answer, what is the answer of the given question? C, 22U20. But they possibility of plus 8, that is 22. 2, 4, 6, 8. Now 20. They add plus 2 plus 2 plus 6 plus 6. But what? Plus 8. So 22 will be there. Option C. Yes, 20, 20U. Yes, 20U. So plus 6, 20U. There are vowels, that is A, E, I, O, U, and pattern increase, that is 2, 6, 10, 16, 22. So 20U, 22. Now move to the next question, that is in certain language vegetable is written as I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Now how will table be written as in that language? That is vegetable is in I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Now you have to give the answer for table. P, Q, N, O, M, M, O, N, Q, P. The correct pattern is what? That is M, N, O, P, Q. So option number D. Okay, option number D is correct. M, N, O, P, Q. But they are in not a correct way. That is P, Q, N, O, M. So the correct option is M, N, O, P, Q. Next. From the given option, select the numbers that will come next. So what number will come next? 5, 15, 45, 135, 405. What number? 5, 15, 45, 135, 405. If you see 5 3s are 15, then 45 multiply 3, then 135 multiply 3, then 405 multiplies 3. So what is the correct answer? That is 1215. So option number A is correct for question number 123. Now move to the next question, that is among the following words which one will come last if they are arranged as per their order in an English dictionary? Keep, king, keen, kite, night. So the correct option is king, keep, night, keen. So night, option C is correct according to English dictionary. First, from this, second, third and fourth. Now question number 125. So 5, you have to put the number here. 5, 125, 8 what? That is, if you cube 5, 5 cube is equals to 125 and 8 cube is what? That is 5125. So option number C is correct. Yes, option number C is correct. Now next question. In a certain code language, rat is written as 𝑄𝑍𝑠. How will table be written in that language? Rat 𝑄𝑍𝑠. Now you have to find for table how to write table in that form. So the correct option is 𝑠𝑍𝑎𝑘𝑑. 𝑠𝑍𝑎𝑘𝑑. So minus 1. Cycle is RQ, that is minus 1, AZ minus 1, TS minus 1. Now A is the daughter of B, B is the husband of C, is the sister of D. How is A related to D? So you have 4 options, that is brother's daughter, sister's son, sister and sister's daughter. So the correct option is sister's daughter. Like how? Like A is the daughter of B and B is the husband of C. So here is B, here is A, then B. B is what? Daughter. C, that husband of D. Now select the letter that when placed in blank of the given series will complete the series. MNO, PQ, PQR, ST, U, VW. That is option C is correct for question number 128. That is W. Now move to the next question. If AMBER is equals to 27 and brown BROWN is equals to 14, then green will equal to what? Green is equals to what? So you can like AMBER. Okay, AMBER. So A is in first position, M is in 13th position, B is in second position, E is in 5th position and R is in what position? R is in 18th position. So you will get, when you sum up, you will get 39. When you multiply 3 multiply 9, that is you will get 27. 3 9s are 27. So similarly, when you done for green, you will get your answer. For green, you will get, similarly you will get your answer, that is you will get 49 when you sum all the letters, then 4 multiply 9, that is 4 9s are 36. So option number B is correct for question number 129. Now move to the next question, that is 6 friends are sitting around a table. So there is a table, they are sitting around. Mohan is sitting opposite to Rohit. So here is Mohan, opposite to Rohit, here is Rohit. Now who is sitting between Rohit opposite Rohit? Who is sitting between Ram and Mohit? Who is sitting between Ram and Mohit? So Mohan, Rohit, and Rohit is sitting between Ram and Mohit. Ram and Mohit. Okay. Mohit is sitting opposite to Shyam, that is SHYAM, Shyam is here. So who is sitting opposite Rohan? So obviously Ram is Rohan is here, so Ram is sitting, so option number A is correct. Now move to the next question, that is question number 131. Select the option that is related to the third term in the same way as the second term is related to the first term. Dog, guard, horse, what? Dog, guard, horse, what? Stable, cart, ride, saddle. So dog is for guard our home, while horse is for ride, that is option number C. That is option number C. Now next question. Yes, right, option number C is correct. Question number 132. Like out of the four number pair listed, 3 are alike in some manner and 1 is different. So the 4 options there. So 3 are alike and 1 is different, that is odd one. So you have to figure out that one. 4, 64, 7, 27, 6, 216, 9, 729. So the answer is what? So the answer is what? 464. So 4 4 is 16, 16 4 is 64. Yes. 4 cube, that is 64. 6 cube, that is 216. 216 and 9 cube, that is 729. So the odd one is option number B. So option number B is correct. Option number B is correct. Now move to the next question, that is question number 133. If there is a series given, in this series A means plus, S means subtract, and M means multiply, and where is D, that means divide, and B means that is this bracket, and F means that this bracket. So then you have to solve this expression. So replace the letters. So replace the letter in this sequence with the given arithmetic signs. Okay, so B is bracket, so 700, A is what? A is plus, that is now 11, that is 110, 110. Now S is replaced by what? S is replaced by minus, now 90. Now FD, that is F bracket close, now D is for division, that is division sign. Now B is bracket, B is for bracket, now 9, and M is for multiplication sign, then 10, then S is for subtraction, now 10, now F is for bracket close. Now you have to solve this expression. Okay, now you have to solve this expression and you will get your answer. So this 810 minus 90 and divided by, that is 90 minus 10, that is 80. 90, 810 minus 90, now you will do 810 minus 90. So you will get 720 divided by 80, so 0 by 0, and 8 9, that is option number A is correct. Now question number 134. Shanti's daughter Chandni is married to Abhi. 𝙂𝙋𝘼 is married to Sandy. The grandson of Shanti, Abhi's grandson is Karan. Rashmi is the mother of Karan. Surya is 𝙂𝙋𝘼's son. How is Surya related to Karan? How is Surya related to Karan? So as Shanti, Abhi and Chandni are husband wife. Their daughter is Rashmi, who married Sandy, that is Sandy. Now Rashmi is the mothers of Karan, so here is Karan. She is a mother, that is Rashmi. Okay, now Surya is 𝙂𝙋𝘼's son, so Surya is 𝙂𝙋𝘼's son. Now how is Surya related to Karan? So Surya related to Karan is, Surya is the cousin of Karan. Now move to the next question. Which of the given options best classified as the following items? That is spear, catapult, pistol, rifle. So all are related to weapons. So option number C is correct for question number 135. Option number C is correct for question number 135. Okay. Now move to the next question, that is question number 136. So you have to complete that series 8, 18, 32, 50. So you have to replace question mark, okay, with a suitable number. So you have 4 options, that is 72, 70, 62, 68. 72, 70, 70, 62, 68. So how you solve this? When you subtract 8, that you will get minus 10, okay. When you subtract 32, so when you subtract 18 from 32, you will get minus 14, and when you subtract 32 from 50, you will get what? That is minus 18, that is now 10, 14, 18, so now 22, okay. So there is a number, when you subtract 22 from that number, you will get 50. So when you add 22 and 50, you will get your answer, that is 72. So option number A is correct. Now move to the next question, that is question number 137. So sun is related to earth, so what is related to moon? Meteoroids, earth, comet, star. So what is the answer of the given question? So sun revolves around the so earth revolves around the sun, so moon revolves around the what? That is earth. So earth is the correct option. So option number B is correct. Now move to the next question, that is question number 138. Choose the word pair that is different from the other 3. So lethargic, laid back, melancholy, gloomy, dynamic, robust, negligent, attentive. So both meaning have lazy. Both meaning have lazy. And here both meaning have sad and depressed. Sad and depressed. And energy and dynamic, robust is energy or strength. Both. So the opposites are negligent and attentive. So option number D is correct. Option number D is correct. Now select the option that is related to the third term in the same way as the second term is related to the first term. Cat, felon, dog, what? Bovine, equine, canine, urson. So how? So the answer is canine. So felon is the term related to cat family. So canine, so dog family is canine. So option number C is correct. Now select the option that will fill in the blanks, complete the given series, that is A, B, C, D, A, C, E, G, A, E, I, M. So you have to complete that series. You have to complete that series. A, B, C, D, A, C, E, G, A, E, I, M. So there is a gap of +1, then +2, then +3, then +4. So the correct option is 𝐴𝐷𝐺𝑗. 𝐴𝐷𝐺𝑗. So option number A is correct. First the gap of +1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Gap of 4. So Ram is the brother of Shyam and Mahesh is the father of Ram. Okay. Ram is the brother of Shyam and Mahesh is the father of Ram. So he is father of Shyam also. Jagat is the brother of Priya and Priya is the daughter of Shyam. How is Mahesh related to? So grandfather. That is Mahesh, Ram and Shyam, Priya and Jagat. So how is that is grandfather of Jagat. Now some questions from journal knowledge, so you have to give the answers quickly. Okay. So the question number 1, which Indian state is famous for bamboo production? So which state is famous for bamboo collection? You have 4: Assam, Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat. So the correct option is what? Which Indian state is famous for bamboo production? That is Assam, Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat. So the correct option is what? So the correct option is Assam. Assam is famous for bamboo production. So option number A is correct. Option number A is correct. Now move to the next question. That is, which is the national tree of India? Which is the national tree of India? That is neem, banyan tree, mango tree, people tree. So what? Yes, Assam. Status world. Yes, very good. So which is the national tree of India? Neem tree, banyan tree, mango tree or people tree? So as we know that banyan tree is the national tree of India. Now move to the next. Which is the deepest ocean in the world? Which is the deepest ocean in the world? Atlantic, Arctic, Pacific, Indian. So as all we know that Pacific Ocean is the deepest ocean in the world. Pacific Ocean is the deepest ocean in the world. Now move to the next question. And Mariana Trench lies in Pacific Ocean. Mariana Trench is lie in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, now move to the next question. That is, which is the highest waterfall in the world? Which is the highest waterfall in the world? That is Niagara Falls, Angel Falls, Victoria Falls, Jogue Falls. Which one is? That is Angel Fall. Angel Fall is the highest waterfall in the world. So option number B is correct. Now move to the next question. Who invented the telephone? Thomas Edison, Graham Bell, Newton, Marconi. Who invented the telephone? Thomas Edison, Graham Bell, Newton, Marconi. Who invented the telephone? Thomas Edison, Graham Bell, Newton, Marconi. Yes, Graham Bell is the correct option. Graham Bell is the correct option who invented the telephone. Now the headquarters of International Court of Justice is in Geneva, Paris, The Hague and New York. So the correct answer is The Hague. The headquarters of International Court of Justice is in The Hague. Now, 𝙂𝙋𝘼𝙏 is associated with deficiency. Vitamin B complex, iron, calcium, vitamin D. So, deficiency of iron is anemia. So, note the correct option. So, the deficiency of calcium is bioavailability of calcium. That is, this is not the correct answer. The deficiency of calcium is bioavailability. Okay. Now vitamin D deficiency is hypovitaminemiss. So option number A is correct because salts is associated with the deficiency of vitamin B complex. Now Ethylene contains what? Salbutamol, bitsonide, formoterol, cetirizine. Which? Ethylene contains what? That is salbutamol. Option number A is correct. Now move to the next question. Norfloxacin contain what? So according to the question, the correct option is norfloxacin plus tinidazole. Now azithrol is marketed by which company? Cipla, Alembic Pharmaceuticals, Lupin. Azithrol is marketed by whom? That is Cipla, Alembic Pharmaceutics, Lupin. So the correct answer is Alembic. So azithrol is marketed by Alembic. Next, Maggi is product of 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝐼𝙊, Nestle, Dabur. I think all have you to know that Maggi is the product of which? 𝙂𝙂𝙎𝐼𝙊, Nestle, Dabur. So the correct option is Nestle. Option C. Maggi is the product of Nestle. Now move to the next question. That is, Fevicol is manufactured by Asian Paints, Pidilite, Berger, Narrow-Lake. As you know, Pidilite is the manufacturer of Fevicol. Now next question. दाग अच्छे हैं tagline belongs to which? Tide, Surf Excel, Ariel, Rin. दाग अच्छे हैं. Tide, Surf Excel, Ariel, Rin. So the correct answer is दाग अच्छे हैं tagline belong to Tide, Surf Excel, Ariel, Rin. So the correct answer is Surf Excel. Tagline belongs to दाग अच्छे हैं. Next, the speed of light is approximately, as we know, we have studied from our 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th class, that speed of light is equals to 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. So option number A is correct. Next, headquarter of UNESCO is in Geneva, Paris, Rome, London. So the headquarter of UNESCO is in Paris. UNESCO headquarters is in Paris. Which country is known as the lands of thousand lakes? That is Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark. Which country is known as the land of thousand lakes? Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark. So the answer is Finland. Finland is known as the land of thousands lakes. Now move to the next question. That is, NATO is primarily a trade organization, military alliance, health agency, banking. So NATO is related to military. So option number B is correct. Now move to the next question. That is, GDP stand for. So the full form of GDP is gross domestic product. So option number A is correct. Gross domestic product is known as GDP. Now, SEBI regulates agriculture, banking, stock market, railway. So as you know, SEBI regulates what? That is stock market. So option number C is correct. Which tax replaced many indirect taxes in India? Income tax, GST, service tax, excise tax. So GST take place. Okay, so GST replace all the taxes. So option number B, GST. Which ingredient is mainly present in 𝘂𝙀𝙎𝙎 capsule? So we have to give the answer that which ingredient is present in 𝘂𝙀𝙎𝙎. So methanol oil, paracetamol, vitamin C, and or zinc. So the correct answer is methanol oil is present in 𝘂𝙀𝙎𝙎 capsule. Now, which river flow through Egypt? Amazon, Nile, 𝘂𝙂𝙎𝙎, Danube. So the correct answer is Nile. Nile river flow through Egypt. So option number B is correct. Now, Stand Up India scheme supports what? That is entrepreneur. So option number B is correct. So Stand Up India scheme support entrepreneurs, not students, athletes, scientists. Now, PMAY scheme is related to what? Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. So this Yojana is related to what? That is housing. So option number B is correct. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. So Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana aims to provide affordable housing. Okay. Ujjwala Yojana provides what? Free electricity, LPG connection, free bulbs, free street lights. So all we are familiar about Ujjwala Yojana. So LPG connection. So option number B is correct. Next, question number 167. Bipin Rawat received a Padma Vibhushan in field of public affairs, civil service, science and engineering, literature and education. So these are not. So public affairs or civil. So civil. So option number B. Bipin Rawat received Padma Vibhushan in the field of civil services. Which of the following is Peacetime Gallantry Award? Peacetime Gallantry Award. Paramveer Chakra, Mahavir Chakra, Veer Chakra, Shaurya Chakra. So the correct option is Shaurya Chakra, option D. Shaurya Chakra is Peacetime Gallantry Award. Option number D is correct. Now, the founder of startup 𝘖𝙎𝑎𝑟 and aerospace research lab is Priyam Mohanty, Dipendra Goyal and Pankaj Chadha, Sachin and Bini Bansal, Bhavish Agarwal and Ankit Bhati. So the correct option is Priyam Mohanty. Now next is aptitude. So we are going to start aptitude. So the question number 1 is in your screen. Of the three numbers, the first is twice the second and the third. If the average of 3 is 22, the three numbers are. So we have to find three numbers. What are the three numbers? If of the three numbers, the first is twice the second and third the thrice the third. If average of 3 is 22, the three numbers. So let first, second and third number be x, y, z. So according to question, x is equals to 2y, x is equals to 2y, and x is equals to 3z, thrice of third number. X is equals to twice of first number is twice of second number and thrice of third number. So x is equals to twice of y and x is equals to thrice, that is 3z. Okay. Now from there, y is equals to x upon 2 and z is equals to x upon 3. So in the given question, if average of 3 is 22, so the average of three number is given, that is x plus y plus z upon 3 is equals to what? That is 22. That is 22. So we can say that x plus y plus z upon 3 is equals to 22, and we have all the three numbers. So x plus what is y? Y is x by 2 plus z is x upon 3, that is 66. 3 2 is 6, 3 2 is 6 by cross multiplying. So 3 2 is 6, 6 is the LCM. So 6x plus 2 3s are, that is 3x, plus 3, that is 2x, upon 6 is equals to 66. So 11 x is equals to 66 upon 6, 11 6 ja, that is x is equals to 36. So you will get the value of x is 36. So what is y? Y is 36 by 2, that is 2 1 ja 2, 2 8 ja 16, that is 18. So x is 36, y is 18. Now z is what? Z is 36 upon 3, that is 12. So what is the number? That is 36, 18, 12. So option number D is correct. Yes, D is correct. Option number D is correct. So you have the question is 3 numbers. First number is twice of second number and thrice of third number, and the average of all the 3 numbers is given, that is 22. So you have to find all the 3 numbers. So first we have find all the numbers in terms of x. Okay, in terms of x, that is first number is x, second number is y, and third number is z. Now x is equals to 2y and x is equals to 3z. As we know, y is equals to x by 2 and z is equals to x by 3. So according to the question, that is average of all the 3 numbers is 22. Putting all these in a average form, and we will get the value of x. After getting the value of x, we will easily find out the value of y and z. Okay, now very good, move to the next question, that is question number 171. So this is the question related to board mass. So you have to solve this question and give the answer instantly. So 15 multiply 32 minus, so according to the board mass, first BODMAS. So first you have to solve the bracket. In bracket you have to solve first that is division. So 15 multiply 16 multiply 5 divided by 75. So what will you get when you multiply all these numbers and divided by 75? You will get what number? Option number D, yes, you will get 16. When you will multiply all the numbers, 15 multiply 16 multiply 5 divided by 75, 5 ones are 5, 5 5s are 25, 15 15, so you will get 16. So option number D is correct. Now move to the next question, that is you have to find LCM of the given numbers, that is 18, 24, 43, 63. So by the help of prime factorization method, you will find out the LCM. Okay, like how 18, 24, 42, 63. So how you will take the LCM? So divide all the numbers. So those numbers in this which is divisible by 2, you will divide by 2. 2 9s are 18, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, and 63 as it is, because 63 is not divisible by 2. So again 9, 2 6 are 12, 21, 63, again by 2. 9, 2 3s are 6, 21, 63. Again 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, 3 7s are 21, 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3. Again by 3, 3 1s are 3, 1, 7, 3 7s are, then 7. So by multiplying all these numbers, you will get your LCM. So what is the LCM? When you multiply all the numbers, 2 2s are 4, that is 2 cube multiply 3 square multiply 7. That is 8 multiply 9 multiply 7. You will get 504. So the LCM of the given numbers is 504. So option number C is correct. Any doubt? Okay, now move to the next question, that is question number 173. Question number 173 is, if 10% of x is same as 20% of y, then you have to find the ratio of x and y. As you know, that is 10% of x is equals to 20% of y. So 10 upon 100 x is equals to 20 upon 100 y. So 0 0 0 0 0 0. Okay, so you get x is equals to 2y. Okay, it means x upon 2 is equals to y. So what you will get when you take the LCM, you will get 2:1. That is 2:1. That is 2:1. You can do by this also. That is you can directly, that is 2:1. That is 2:1. That is x upon y is equals to 2/1. So x/y is equals to 2:1. So option number B is correct. Option number B is correct. Yes, option B is correct. Okay, now let's move to the next question. The price of an article is cut by 10%. To restore it to the former value, the new price must be increased by what? That is 10%, 9, 1 by 11%, 11, 1 by 9%, or 11%. So that let the price of an article is cut by 10%. So there is some price of a article. So it cut by what? That is 10%. To restore it to the former value, so if we restore it from the former value, so the new price must be increased by what percentage? So we have to find. Okay, we have to find the increase. Okay, so let original be 100 cut by what? That is 10%. So the reduce is in reduced by 10%, so is equals to 90. That is 10% cut. Okay, so how much need to increase? That is 10. Increase to need, that is 10, because for restoring 90 to 100 you have to be add 10. Okay, so in percentage increase in what? That is 10 upon 90 multiplied by 100. That is 10 upon 90 multiplied by 100. So cancel 0 by 0. It means 100 upon 9. So 9 ones are 9, 9 ones are 9. That is what? That is 11.11. That is option C is correct. Option C is correct. So let original value be 100. 10% is cut. So after cutting 10%, the reducing value is 90. Okay, so we have to increase what number? That to restore 100, we have to add 10 to the number, that is 90. So you will get 100. So but you have to give like what percent you have to increase. So you have to increase 11.11%. Like in percentage increase is equals to how much? That is 10 from what? That is 90. So 10 upon 90 multiplied by 100. Next question. A can do a piece of work in 30 days while B can do it in 40 days. If A and B working together, like if A is working for 30 days, B is working for what? That is 40 days. As we know, here is time, and how to find? You have to find first total work and then you have to find efficiency. Okay. So total work, as we know, total work is equals to what? That is time into efficiency. Total work is depend on time into efficiency. So A takes 30 days to complete the work, while the same work done by B, he will take how much days? That is 14 days. So first you have to find that is how much work they have to do. So they have to do 120 work. So when you take LCM of 30 and 40, you will get 120. So 120 is the total work. Now you have to find the efficiency. As you know, total work is equals to total work is equals to time into efficiency. So efficiency is equals to what? That is total work divided by time. So what is total work? That is 120, time is 30. So for A, the efficiency is what? 4. That is 4. It means A done 4 work in a single day. In a one day, A done 4 work and B is 3. Now you have to give the answer if both A and B work together. So the efficiency of A and B. Efficiency of A and B is what? That is 4 plus 3, that is 7. So if they work together, so total work is 120 and the efficiency is 7. So 120 by 7 is the answer. 120 by 7 is the answer. That is 17 1/7 days. If they work together, they take if they work together, they will complete the work in 17 days. 17 1/7 days. 17 1/7, yes. Now move to the next question, that is the ratio of present age of two brothers is 1:2, and 5 years back the ratio was, okay, from present they move past, okay. So the present age ratio is 1:2, and 5 year back the ratio was 1:3. What will be the ratio of their ages after 5 years? So we have to give the answer like what will be the ages of A and B after 5 years. Okay, first you have to find the present age, then you will add 5 in both the ages, you will get how much, like what is the ratio of their ages after 5 years. So like A and B, that is A and B ratio is 1:2, that is x and 2x, that is x and 2x, okay. So according to the question, x minus 5 upon 2x minus 5 is equals to what? That is 1/3, that is 1/3. So from here you will find the value of x, so cross multiply, that is 3x minus 15 is equals to 2x minus 5, so x is equals to 10, so the value of x is 10, so the age of A is 10 and the age of B is 20. Age of A is 10 and age of B is 20, but we have find the ratio after 5 years. So after 5 years from the present ages, A by B is equals to 10 plus 5 and B is 20 plus 5, so 15 upon 25. So 5 3s are 15 and 5 5s are 20. So the ratio after 5 years 3:5. That is option number C. That is option number C. That is option number C. So the question is the present age ratio is given of two brothers, that is 1:2, and 5 year back the ratio was 1:3, okay. So what will be the ratio of their ages after 5 years? So if you have to find the age after 5 years, first you have to find the present age, okay. When like how to find present age, like A ratio B is equals to, that is 1:2, that is x and 2x. So 5 year back, that is x minus 5 and 2x minus 5, okay. X minus 5, 2x minus 5 is equals to what? That is 1:5. The ratio 1:3 is 5 year back, okay. 5 year back is the ratio, that is 1:3. So with the help of this we have find the value of x and age of A and B. Now move to the next question, that is through how many degrees a minute hand moves in 1 hour 20 minutes. 1 hour 20 minutes. So 1 hour 20 minute. That is 1 hour 20 minute is equals to 180. So required angle is equals to 360 divided by 60 multiply 80, you will get 480 degree. So the answer is 480 degree. Now move to the next question, that is a number which when multiplied by 11 is as much above 180 as it was original below it. The number is what? Let number be x, okay. Let number be x. So a number when multiplied by 11 is as much above 180 as it was original below, okay. Now we have to find that number. Let the number be x, okay. So origin number according to question, origin number is below 180. So the number is, according to question, original number below what? That is below 180 by 180 minus x. After multiply by 11, okay, after multiply by 11, it below 180 by 11x, that is 11x minus 80, that is 11x minus 180. So 11x minus 180 is equals to 180 minus x, is 180 minus x. So 12x is equals to what? That is 360. So x is equals to 30. So the given number, so the required number is 30. So the required number is 30. So option number B is correct. Now move to the next question, that is, if a person walks 14 km instead of 10 km, he would have walked 20 km more. If a person walked 14 km per hour instead of 10 km per hour, he would have walked 20 km more. What is the actual distance traveled by him? So we have to find the actual distance. If a person walk 14 km per hour instead of 10 km per hour, he would have walked 20 km more. Okay, so we have to find the actual distance traveled by him. Let time taken t hours. Okay, let time taken t hours. Distance traveled in 14 km per hour is equals to 14t. As we know, speed is equals to distance upon time, and distance is equals to speed into time. So time is t, time is what? That is t, and speed is what? That is 14 km per hour, and distance traveled in 10 km per hour is equals to what? That is 10t. So distance traveled in 10 km hour, that is 10t. So 14t minus 10t is equals to 22. So 4t is equals to 20, then t is equals to 4, 5 are 20. So time is that 5 hours. That is 5 hours. Now the actual distance is, equals to what? That is 5 into 10 into 5, that is 50 kilometer. So option number D is correct. Now move to the next question, that is, the simple interest on a sum of 1000 for 2 years at 5% per annum is invested at a compound interest for 4 years at the same interest rate. Okay, so the simple interest on the sum of what? That is principal amount is, that is 1000 rupees, time is 2 years, and rate is 5%. So first you have to find the simple interest, because the simple interest is principal amount for what? That is compound interest, because in the question the simple interest on a sum of 1000 for 2 years at the rate of 5% per annum is invested at compound interest. So the simple interest for compound, so the simple interest for the compound interest is principal amount. Okay, and for simple interest, the principal amount is 1000 multiply 2 multiply 5 upon 100. So you will get the 5 to the 10, 5 to the 10, that is 100 rupees. So simple interest is 100 rupees, and for compound interest, principal amount is 100 rupees, time is for 4 years, and rate is same as that of simple interest, that is 5%. So first you have to find the amount, that is P in bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power what, that is 4. So 100 in bracket 1 plus 5 upon 100 whole raised to power 4, that is 100 in bracket 1.05 raised to power 4. So from there you will get amount. The amount you will get is 1 to 1.55, and when you have to find CI, so CI is equals to amount minus principal amount. Amount is 1 to 1.55 and the principal amount is 100, so you will get 21.55 is the compound interest. So option number D is correct. Option number D is correct. Now move to the next question, that is question number 181. A defective mobile valued at rupees 1200 is sold at 15% loss. If the sale price is reduced by another 5%, what will be its new selling price? So we have to find the new selling price. Okay, a defective mobile values 1200 is sold at 15% loss. 15% loss. So loss amount. So loss amount, loss is in what? In 1200. So 15% of 1200. 15% of 1200. That is, you will get what? You will get 180. That is 15 multiply 1200 this by this 100 this by this, you will get 180. Okay. Now first SP is SP is that is 00 minus 180, 1200 minus 180, that is 1020. So additional deduction is what? That is 5%. Additional deduction of 5% on what? That is 1020 on 1020. So 5% of 1020, that is 5 multiply 1020 divided by 100. When you solve, you will get 51. So new SP is what? New SP is 1020 minus 51. Minus 51. So new SP is what? That is 969. 969 is the new SP. So option number B is correct. Option number B is correct. Now move to the next question. You have to find the third proportion. For third proportion, the formula is C is equals to B square upon A. So here A is 10 and B is 30. So 30 multiply 30 divided by what? That is A is 10, so cancel, that is 90. So the third proportion is 90. Third proportion is 90. Okay. Now move to the next question, that is, if X is 90% of Y, then what percentage of X is Y? So X is equals to, so the given question is X is equals to 90% of Y. That is X is equals to 0.9 Y. That is 0.9 Y. How? Like 90 upon 100 Y. That is 0.9 Y. Okay. Now we have to find then what percent of X is Y. What percent of X is Y? X is 0.9 and from here Y is equals to what? That is X upon 0.9, that is 10 upon 9X. So X is 0.9Y and Y is equals to what? That is 10 by 9Y. So from here Y is equals to what? That is 1.11X. That is 1.11X. When you solve this 10 by 9, you will get 1.11X. So this is the required answer, like what percent? So when we find the percent, we multiply by 100. So that is 111 point what? That is 11%. So option number D is correct. Option number D is correct. Now move to the next question. Now here some journal English questions. Okay. So the question number is, one who eats everything, that is omnivores, omniscient, irresistible and insolvent. They are not in the part of this question, so you have to option that is omnivorous and omniscient. So the correct option is option number what? That is omnivorous. Omnivorous are the animals like who eats everything. Omnivorous, one who eats both plants and animals or eat all kind of food, that's said to be omnivorous. Omniscient, that all who knows everything. Irresistible, that cannot be resisted. And insolvent, unable to pay debts. Now move synonym of sight: recover, restless, wearisome, refer. Synonym of sight: recover, restless, wearisome, refer. So the answer is what? Sight means mention or refer something, like mention or refer something where to take your matter, like when you write dissertation or somewhere you cite some author or like, so cite is referring someone. So option number D is correct. Option number D is correct. Now move to the next question. A person who insists on something. A person who insists on something. Disciplinarian, stickler, instantaneous, booster. So the correct option is what? A person who insists on something. So a person who insists on something said to be stickler. That is option number B. That is option number B. Disciplinarian, one who enforces discipline. Instantaneous, happening immediately. And booster, one who praise himself. Okay, so stickler is a person who insists on rules, details or a particular standards very strictly. Now move to the next question. Synonyms of morbid, that is reduce, pathological, velocity, cautious. So morbid is something characterized by an unhealthy interest. Okay, unhealthy interest. So from the fourth given option, the correct answer is pathological. Synonym of morbid is pathological. So morbid means related to disease, illness, unhealthiness throughout. Okay, so pathological means related to disease. So morbid synonym is pathological. And reduce means decrease, velocity, that is speed, cautious, careful. Now move to the next question. Like you have to choose the correct spelling of occasion. Occasion, you have 4 spellings, you have to choose the one. Which one is correct? You have four spelling, so you have to choose the correct one for occasion. For occasion, you have to choose the correct one spelling. What is the correct spelling for occasion? So the correct spelling of occasion is option number B, that is OCCASION, occasion. Yes, option number B is correct. Now move to the next question, that is choose the correct synonym of the word august. You have to choose the correct synonym for august. Ordinary, humble, majestic, common. So the synonym for august is like majestic. That is majestic. So august is grand, noble or impressive in appearance. So majestic. Option number C is correct. No, ordinary, normal, humble, modest, common, usual or not special. Now one who possesses many talent. One who possesses many talents said to be what? That is versatile, noble, exceptional, gifted. One who possesses many talented is said to be what? who can do anything, so everyone praise him or her. So the one who possesses many talents, versatile, noble, exceptional, gifted. So versatile, one who possesses so many talents. Option number A. Now synonym of brief, limited, small, little, short. So brief, when we give an answer in short, so option number D is correct. Option number D is correct. Synonym of brief is short. So we have write the answer in short or brief. Okay, so brief synonym is short. Now move to the next question. Synonym of loquacious. Loquacious. Synonym of loquacious. So loquacious is one who is more talkative. One who is talkative said to be loquacious. So option number A is correct. That is talkative. Next, synonym of abeyance. Synonym of abeyance. So abeyance is a state of temporary disuse or suspension. Abeyance is a state of temporary disuse or suspension. So the option number A is correct. That is pause. So abeyance means a temporary suspension or a state of being inactive for some time. So pause also means to take a break for some time, okay, which matches the meaning of abeyance. Initiation means beginning, start also beginning, and begins to start. Next, find the most opposite meaning of subversion. Subversion. You have to find the opposite meaning of subversion, that is destabilization, clarity, compliance, sanity. So the correct answer is like most opposite word of subversion is compliance. Subversion means the act of trying to destroy or weaken an established system, okay, authority or order. So compliance means obedience or following rules. So antonym of mountain. So mountain and that is plains. Plain. Antonym of plain is, so the mountain means high raised land, while opposite of mountain, that is plains, flat land. A hater of knowledge and learning is, a hater of knowledge and learning, bibliophile, philologist, misogynist, misogist, misologist. Misogynist, one who hates women, okay. So option number C is not the correct for hater of knowledge and learning. So hater of knowledge and learning is misologist. So bibliophile means one who loves for books, okay. Philologist means one who study language and literature. Misogynist, a person who hates women. So misologist means a person who hates knowledge and learning. Who hates knowledge and learning. Now question number 198, find the antonym of amendment. Amendment. You have to find the antonym of amendment, that is correction, polarized, improvement, worsening. So amendment, like a change made in to improve something. So amendment meaning change, to improve, change to improve. That is option number D is antonym of worsening, because correction is similar meaning, that is to improve or change for a good. Polarized, divide into opposite groups. Improvement, betterment. So antonym of amendment is worsening, okay. Now move to the next question. What is the antonym for admonition? Admonition, reason, warning, rationality, hindrance. What is the synonym for admonition? Reason, warning, So like admonition means like warn someone. Okay, so warn, so warning, option number B is correct. Option number B is correct. Admonition means warning or gentle advice about behavior. Warning has the same meaning, so it is the correct synonym. So reason is cause or explanation, rationality is logical thinking, and hindrance, obstacle or difficulties. Now next synonym of glory is, so glory like dignity, glory is like dignity, so cunning, dignity, stuff, construct, so dignity, option number B is correct. So thank you very much for today. Okay, for today class, thank you everyone. Tomorrow we will meet at the same time. So I hope you like the session. Okay, thank you everyone.